Heiva entered the arcade with a few people. Now that they had to watch out for this boy, they had to be somewhere where they wouldn't be in sight or attract attention, and they wouldn't get bored. They had to rent a shop and fill it with decorations and gifts. And it had to be somewhere where they could control the entrance and the checkout. They just had to get Serena's agreement. After a while, he convinced him. When they opened the shop, two of the girls Serena trusted and were tough and smart. They took charge of running the place and taking care of it. Heiva also became the bridge between them and Serena. On Tuesday morning, Milad went to Miriam and Nihan's house. Milad said to Nihan, "Today I want you to come to the shop with me. I have to tell you something and get to know someone. Of course, his behavior may be strange to you, but I remember a lot of things from him. She is a bit blunt, inconsiderate and reckless in her speech. She tells her true feelings. Don't be too upset with her." "For what?" "About yourself, your family and your cousin." "Okay, then I'll go get ready." Miriam said, "Who do you want to introduce her to? Has something new happened?" "No new thing." "With Shore." Miriam looked at Milad in astonishment. Shore. A woman who kept many men and boys in her pocket. Reckless and her behavior on the night that was offered. They paraded before her eyes. With a slap, she threw her on the table and pulled her clothes off. And the others rushed in at her signal. She asked in astonishment, "Shore? Why her? A girl who knows no boundaries. Nihan is a child in front of her. What if she says something about me? This girl is dangerous. She has a history of prison and detention." Milad grinned and said, "Don't be afraid. She won't say anything about you. Yes, she will teach the devil a lesson. But she has people who few people can gather. They are not just prostitutes, dancers, and partygoers. I want to come too. Why don't you put your cousin's palm back on it?" "Milad, I made a mistake. Now you want to hit me with this? Okay, go get ready." Miriam smiled and ran towards her room. A while later, they were in the passage. When the shop was opening, the sound of shoes caught their attention. Miriam and Milad looked at Shore, who was walking with dignity. They looked. Nihan also fixed her gaze on her. A tall and plump girl who was wearing a simple, long, oil blue coat and low-heeled black shoes. Her makeup was gentle and she was getting closer and closer. The smell of the perfume she had applied to herself, and it seemed to excite her at every moment. It filled her nose. Shore stood in front of them and said with a smile, "Hello Miriam. How are you? Handsome boy." Then her look became serious and she said, "You must be the lady who gave me the honor of meeting you today." "I am Shore." Nihan Shore extended her hand and shook her hand. Her handshake gave her a feeling like holding Milad's hands. Firm and masculine. After shaking hands with two other people, they entered the shop. Milad, after turning on the lights and setting up the air conditioner and the shop, and when they sat down, asked, "Do you want something to drink?" Nihan and Miriam shook their heads in denial. Shore said, "It was your house. I wanted that lemonade you make. I have it here in the fridge. Do you want it?" "Great." Milad poured 2 tall glasses of lemonade for himself and Shore. He gave her one of them and said, "Shore is an old friend. I explained something to her about you. But first, the news. Nihan, your sister Benaz was here yesterday. She came to say that she wants to help you." Benaz was here. It must be a new plan from my father and Serena. My sister is the executor. She suddenly remembered to help me. I told her that if Nihan didn't approve, we wouldn't continue. No, we'll keep her. She's useful to us. Just as she hears about us, she also hears about them. She has to do this. Shore smiled and said, I liked it. Of course, I can make time for you. Milad continued. But Shore, I want you to send a few girls to this gentleman's heart. A few more to hack his company's computer. 2 girls work there. But I'm afraid they'll get caught and get in trouble. They shouldn't get involved in this game. Shore drank some of her lemonade and after a while she said, Milad is always careful of those around him. Okay, I have experts in both fields. I'll steal his intellect, intelligence, and pride. And his wealth and existence. When should I start? The sooner the better. They both clinked their glasses and said, to health and victory, and drank it at the same time.